first we have to be aware of where our horses have resistance at. And this is something that's just this right here is going to build your confidence and be more aware. Will give you some clarity and awareness on what's going on in here. But there's 5 zones. I call it the 5 zones of resistance. And I like to know how he is at the pole, the neck, the shoulders, the rib cage, and the hindquarters. So we're going to start out with the backup because he's really focused on this grass, and I don't blame him. I would be too. If you stuck a steak and baked potato out in front of me, I'm going to go to eating. And that's what this is he's thinking of here. The backup is really not part of one of the zones of resistance, but it's probably the most important thing. One of the most important exercises I've always said is someone said I had to start training a horse and I could only use one exercise, one way of communicating, and I would pick the backup is what I would pick, because right here we don't have his attention, and you'll see here very quickly he's going to start staying focused on us or me instead of this grass. And the backup also builds really a lot of trust and the horse trusting us, because we're actually asking him to do something that he doesn't do, and that's back up, because it puts him in a position where he's not safe. He can't see. Survival is really important to him. So I'm going to ask him here. I'm just going to wiggle my rope, and he's still just kind of blowing me away. This right here, when I'm just doing this right here, he should already be backed up to the truck over there. So now I'm going to increase it. He says, well, I'll just eat right over here. Does he eat grass with you when you're riding? Does he try to eat grass a lot?
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, I'll show you how to fix that, stop that too. Alright, I just need your attention here for just a little bit, Ozzy. Okay, now it's really important. See, now we're seeing a reaction from him, and this is what we want to see. If he gets angry or upset and he wants to run or he wants to kick up or whatever, I want him to do it now, and I'm going to give him the opportunity to do it. See right there, that's a reaction. He's saying, hey dude, leave me alone. Now I'm letting him move his feet and stuff right now, just because his instinct, we want to really stay close and work with their instincts instead of against it. Right there, that little bit of a forward movement, a trot right there, that was fear. That was a little bit of fear and anxiety in him. And so I don't want to just all of a sudden yank and pull and say, give me your attention, because the other thing we're working on here is we want softness from the nose to the tail. And if I start yanking and pulling on him, then the body's going to tighten up, and that's not what we want. We want to get control of that mind. We want the mind to be soft, and when it is, then the body's going to be soft. See right there, he's like saying, hey dude, you don't tell me what to do. Okay, so he's got some energy in him. We're starting to see some energy. He's starting it right there. See how he hooked up with me right there? But he's still saying, you know, I'm not going to give up. I want to eat this grass. I'm hungry. So right there that was the best sign that he's giving us right there. He really relaxed. He's staying focused. And he says, okay, I'll back up. So I'm going to ask him again. He says, nope. And also when we do things like this, I'm always talking about working, and you notice when he backed up, I released the pressure quickly. Yeah. I'm just letting him know, I'm communicating back to him that, yes, this is what I want you to do for me. Thank you, you know. So now he's keeping his head up. He's saying, you know, I better pay attention. But when I was talking about working with the instinct, see right here, some people may say, well, he's just doing what he wants to do. Well, he is, because his instinct is saying, you know, Ozzy, you need to move your feet. You need to move your feet. And I allow him to do it right now. If I wouldn't allow him to do this tomorrow, or maybe even if I was working with him at the end of the day, I wouldn't. But what it's doing to him as a horse, he's saying, you know, he's taking it as, hey, you know, this guy understands me. He understands what's going on in my head. And that's where we get in trouble a lot with horses, because, which right now, y'all's relationship is Ozzy's number one and you're number two. So now you're saying, I'm number one, this is my space, and you can't come into my space until I ask you. Okay? All right, let's get back to the backup. Go about one more step. Good. While you're online or something watching these guys on TV,
yeah.
Or if you ever heard of Dennis Reese?
Yeah.
Okay. Order one of his halter and lead ropes. I don't know, they're $40-50 or something. Order one of them. We used to actually make our own, and we probably will start back in the future, but his is the one that I use. I order all my halter and lead ropes from him. This lead rope is heavier, and you don't have all this flopping in it, you know, and it makes a lot quicker contact. But get one of those, because it's going to be worth it for you.
Yeah. So like right now, you know, he's doing this, and he picked up a little bit better. Now he's not paying attention to me.
Right.
Now how hard, now what do you want to do? You want to bop him like that, or, I mean?
Yeah, let me show you. Now, this is going to get even better when I show you the next exercise. Okay, right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of loop it up to where I don't want to hit him in the eye, but where I kind of hit him from the eye down.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay. See how that kind of got some in? Yeah. So, you know, if you're going to blow me off, if you're going to look around at everything else and not pay attention to me, then boom, pay attention.
So and if I go out here the next time after you go, then how quickly do I go into that mode? I mean, within
good question. Great question. Okay, what we do? I don't want
to go into that deal where I'm tensed up and I'm going too quick.
Yeah, yeah. We'll just come out here and do this right. Do this right here. And if he doesn't move, give him 3 seconds. Okay. And if he doesn't move, then do it. Now we don't want to come out here, because the horse he's going to make that a habit, and he's going to say, I can stand here 3 seconds before I have to move. So let's say I've done it now 3 times at 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to ask him again 1 second. I'm going to go to 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay? And then what's going to happen is eventually I can come out here and just do this, and he's going to start backing up. And I would also like to see, another thing is, once you get him to understanding the backup, then let's start working on his energy, and let's get some of his energy up, because I think he needs some energy too. So, and the way that's going to help us is when we get in the saddle. Everything we're doing here is going to help us when we get in the saddle, and we'll get in the saddle today. But it's really going to help us, because all we'll have to do is change the energy in our seat, and he's going to go a little bit faster. Okay? You follow that? Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to get him to come to you. And what I'm doing, I'm giving him this signal here. And then if he doesn't come, then I apply a little pressure. And as soon as he comes forward, he's going, dude, you're going to do the 1 3-second rule on me. I ain't coming too close. But if you will stay with this habit and use this right here, he'll pick it up really quick, and all you've got to do is this, and he's going to come to you. You don't have trouble catching him, so now you just need some kind of communication. If he's out there and he's going, oh man, what's Brian want? And you do this, and he'll come to you. Okay, let's do the back up again. Let's do the 3-second rule. If he doesn't back up with you, do the 3-second rule, and then we'll go to the 1. Okay, good. Good back up. One more stride. One more. There, right there. That's good. 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 Let's see what happens. He seems to know how to disengage, but let's see what happens if you move this way, Brian, so we can get his hindquarters pointed that way, not into the... Okay, back him up. Back him up. See, he came forward. We don't want him to come forward. We just want him to move his hips. Go that way. Let's see if he follows you that way. He moves his hips over. Okay, stop right there. There. See how the hips moved over? Mm-hmm. Now, because this is what you're going to learn, we're going to do some more exercises, and these are going to become your tools. So instead of pulling him again to get him to go over that way, now we can ask him with our body language to move, and that keeps the body and the mind soft. Are you following me on that?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to move him out here.
No, I want you to stay right there. The reason I moved his hindquarters over, because we were getting close to the fence, and he knows that fence is there, so he's going to start kind of tightening up. So we showed him leadership right there. We said, yes, we're aware of that, and we don't want you to back into that fence. So we redirected him so that he'll back that way now. Get that? Come on, Senator.
What do you want me to do?
Back him up.
Oh, back him up.
Yeah.
Now do I do the 1 step or do the...
Yeah, yeah, sure would. Good. Okay. All right. There you go. Good. Okay, stop right there. When you're backing him up, whenever you're doing these exercises with your horse, it needs to always be your decision when he stops. Now you're doing fine, but a couple times there he kind of just slowed down on his own.
Yeah.
And when he does that, and then when he comes to a stop, I want you to go to the loop, okay? And then he's going to say, oh, I better pay attention. There you go. Oh, great. Okay, stop right there. Good job. Now you just kind of let him, when you do something like that and he really does well, when you release this pressure, then you're saying, hey, here's your reward. This is what I wanted you to do. And so now, right now, it gives him time to kind of soak that in and realize, oh, okay, I moved back and he is going to let me stop. But if I do it on my own, then he's going to increase the pressure. See, we teach our horses by pressure and release of pressure. When we apply pressure, just like when we're in the saddle, if I'm applying pressure with my hands to get him to lower his head, if I apply pressure with my legs, he's going to yield to the legs, because horses are naturally into pressure animals. Like some horses you get on, you put a leg in them, they're pushing into your leg.
Yeah. You know, after I ride for a couple hours, and stuff, and then just kind of ride through everything, and I don't ever, I've never really pushed him, like galloped him and stuff like that. Because I just don't care that much about it anymore. But, when I go back to the barn, by the end of my ride, I can just sit there and lay my reins down, and he'll just walk back to the barn.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done that about every time. If I've rode, more than an hour or so like that, but after that.
Well, that's good. We just got to make sure that you know, his thinking. We've got to change his thinking in that, you know, this is not a 50-50 deal here, or it's not a 60-40 deal.
Yeah.
It's a 40 deal where you're 60%, not him.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, let's back him up again, then we're going to go to something else. Nice. One more time, right there. Good. Very nice, very nice. Now, I mean, that was good, and now he's doing it with you.
Yeah.
See, with me, I established some trust and leadership, and now you're getting it, where he's not so focused on this grass anymore. All right? All right, that was good. Okay. Oh, I want you to call him. Ask him to come to you now.
Let's see. What'd you say? Come here.
Okay.
And then
Hold. Get it where you can, yeah. Now, if he doesn't come, there you go. There, you got it.